Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. There's the whistle. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wirtz. And he's there to clear it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Messi. That's very neat. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
Got to be Nielsen, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, very much the quintessential Brazilian winger of vintage mould, I would say, and I'm sure he'll prove very productive.
And he's got so much pace, hasn't he? And all of those tricks.
The fact that he can play on both wings as well is a really important factor.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Ruben Dias with the clearance. Mohamed Salah is the name on everyone's lips just now. Now it's Torres.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's got away. Defending of the desperate variety, and claimed it back swiftly. Wirtz. Gently done. Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Belletti. Wirtz. And it's Fernando Torres. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
How are you doing?
Corner number 2 then.
How are you doing?
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Guardiola. Chips it through. Ruben Dias gets over in it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Chance in football.
Portugal head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight,
How you
cagey
doing,
game.
my guy?
Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Perez. Guardiola. And here's Batistuta, driving forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Del Piero hits one! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
72,306.
Wirtz. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cross to the back post. And he's there to clear it. Mohamed Salah.
What is that?
And it's Messi. Looking for the run. Oh, and he's through the middle. Great chance! He's got a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
He is just caressing the ball. It's a mighty effort! He's scored! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now!
After 76 minutes,
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Wirtz. Coming on to
Portugal
replace him
are
is
sitting pretty,
number
2-0 up.
David Villa.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
On the field, number 15, Danielson.
Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Great chance here from position A1. Guardiola! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Beckenbauer really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Guardiola. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Del Piero. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And Batistuta! Mohamed Salah.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Mohamed Salah. He's through here.
Number 8, Cristiano Ronaldo. Maganda hulong Ronaldo Villas 96.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Mohamed Salah. Otto. Looking to go deep.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen, and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition, and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Now it's Messi. Look at the space here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And it's Neymar. He's played him through. And the shot! It's there!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Goal! After 18 minutes is number 11.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, and he's through the middle. Good read, needed to be. Darren Fletcher. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Salah. Hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Ribery. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Ribery. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Darren Fletcher. Ronaldo delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence counted.
And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
And if you do have a chance today,
well,
please
obviously
take some time
things
out
are
to
not
give your
good, Peter.
support to our
It seems the team were
fund.
just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fletcher wins the duel this time. Del Piero. Perez. Not the most accurate pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Has a shot! And that tested the keeper.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Now it's Torres. And that's an excellent interception.
The attendance for this match
Well,
was
this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Messi. And he welcomes it in. It is! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without complication.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
Decent hit! And that is a goal. Well, the keeper has to be
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an...
Oh, what has happened here?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitutions taking place.
Things are not good.
Moved on forwards. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
There will be a throw-in, and that's definitely not his best.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Always onto this. Now it's Neymar. And the finish! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And very...
You're joking.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This, of course, a part of the Europe great noise. Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza. So that's got things underway. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is a little undercooked. David Villa, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. That's really well cleared. Well played right into his path. Perez. Well read, nice interception.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Salah. That's good vision. Keeper's ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Perez. Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
After 27 minutes is number 10.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cafu. Cafu has it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb!
Thank you, Pickford.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Batistuta. Well seen. Saw that coming. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's one! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And now he has two. Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Serginho. Oh, easy pickings there. Always onto this. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the ball's a good one here.
There will
Perez.
be 1 minute added time.
Mohamed Salah. And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Messi. And this is Messi. Real chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow,
Please be
but
reminded
don't
that
hold me
drinking
to it.
is only allowed in the areas shown
Portugal
on this map. Thank
sitting
you very
pretty
much
here
for
at
your
half-time,
cooperation.
2-0 up. And That's the start of another 45 minutes. Davids cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Oh, he needs... tries a shot! Davids. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Rice. Passes short and sharp. Otto. Portugal in a very solid position, 2 to the good. And that is a good ball to find him. Well, that looks a decent ball.
The attendance for this
Messi
match was
was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Perez. Oh, there's a probing ball. David Villa. Musiala. He's got the shot away! And again! Mohamed Salah. Messi. Now it's Torres. And he welcomes it in. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's got away. A double! No, he's missed it.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Moved on forwards. Just about up to 75 minutes. Mohamed Salah. Costa Curta. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's picked out the run. A real Del Piero gets through on his own. Has a go! And it's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Number 11, Alessandro Del Piero.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without
everybody,
a doubt,
and
it is the
welcome to
week's most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Costa Curta gets it away. That's a good ball played into space. Cleared without hesitation. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Mohamed Salah! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Bayer Leverkusen finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Del Piero. Up he goes! And it's come back out to him. It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Bayer Leverkusen grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Nicely worked. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Portugal go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi. And it's Fernando Torres. No way through. Looking for the runner. Adams gets across to intercept that. And they've got rid. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance for the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And we have our very first corner. Rice is there, and he can get that clear. That's a lovely pass.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And now they can spring out of defence.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Always onto this. A lot of space ahead of him. Deftly away. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Portugal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. Here we go again then. Del Piero. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Del Piero. Stoichkov. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. Ruben Diaz kept his eye on it, and he's there. Torres. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's in on goal! And Del Piero! He scores! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Messi. Batistuta.
The attendance for this match
And the counter is on. And it's Batistuta. Rice does really well to win the ball there. So what can they make of this? Salah. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Del Piero. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to belt it away. And that's put paid to a promising move. Costa Curta. And here's Torres, Mohamed Salah, Messi. He can get that clear. Portugal have it back and can go again. Ambrosini, oh, good-looking ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Portugal have reclaimed it. Portugal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more. Can he finish? Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Daniel
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
14, Beckham. Coming on the field, number 22, Puyol. Number 15, Pep Guardiola. Substitution
Back into the
taking
middle.
place.
Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Hits one! Goal! Portugal! And they get themselves in front! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here.
There will be 3 minutes
Portugal
at a time.
looking to pass their way through. Perez. He's got the shot away! really well taken goal. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. That was a given. It always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too.
So that's it. It is all over. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Hello attendees.
How would you
This
summarise
is
what
a
we've seen today then, Jim?
children's
I think we just saw a team
Please keep your
winning.
Two more wins. Two more wins. So for Pickford is good. Oh, we need two more wins. I think we'll get this one win. $58. 4-4-2 is just the worst formation. 4-4-2 flat. It's not so good.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we are absorbing the energy emanating from the stands of this grand stadium that is the Giuseppe Meazza. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Del Piero. And it's Fernando Torres. And that could set him on his way. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done.
Hits one! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
My goodness, oh my Jesus.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. And the keeper beats it away. Del Piero! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Batistuta. That has been cut short. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's just playing it safe and simple. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, that's been intercepted. So it is still 0-0. Del Piero. Now this could be a chance. Otto gets it away. And he's really put himself on the line here.
What in the world is that?
He's got tall. Just needed better contact.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
He could be in here. Del Piero. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Roll did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Messi. Otto. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Pinches it off him. Rice. And here's Torres. And here's Del Piero. Now it's Perez. It's a decent-looking cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Costa Corta. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Messi. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Conte. Well timed, excellent interception. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already... Up he goes! No way through, so back it comes. Played back in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And it's Messi. Del Piero. Mohamed Salah. Van der Vaart. Benfica appear to be happy to let their front players... And Messi! Sticks it away! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rodri is there, and he can pick it up.
The match was 80,113.
Threads one in. Can he put it away? And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Perez. Now it's Del Piero. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Del Piero.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's Messi. Mohamed Salah! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Salah. Fiddles it through. That's a... Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to the... Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Plays it in low. And that has been clubbed away. Gets his pass away. Now it's Messi. Oh, what a... There's the hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's got a side of goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
That has been knocked clear. And it's Batistuta. Out to the right. Pires. Portugal close now to seeing this one through to the end. Now it's Pires.
Oh, how that cross...
Chance! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Number 17.
Portugal could... And that is as far as it goes. Portugal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Mohamed Salah taking in the... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And that gets things running. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Couldn't squeeze it through. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander...
Got a shot away! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Batistuta, Musiala, Rice. That's a little off target. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Del Piero. The ball has bounced loose now. He's got away. Messi! And he hits the net. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Perez. Messi. Mohamed Salah. Palmer. Batistuta. Mohamed Salah.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Perez. And here's Del Piero. And Del Piero! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, it's Batistuta. 30 minutes gone. Oh, super ball! Alexander-Arnold. Well, the ball's come loose here. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Batistuta. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He is through here! And the finish! And more, and more, and more! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
After 40 minutes is
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. A case now of complete control. Mohamed Salah. Torres. Now it's Del Piero. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Batistuta. That's beautifully
2
weighted.
added minutes has been
Costa
indicated.
Curta. To Rice. Odo. And it's Salah. Messi. And the first 45 minutes are up. Now the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Portugal 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And we are back on the way. No reported change to either side during the break. Musiala and Hernandez. And here's Batistuta. Messi on 2 now and looking for 3. Rodri. Rice. Now it's Eto'o. Now this could be a chance. Portugal are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Musiala. And here's Eto'o. Del Piero. And he's picked out the run. Torres gets flagged offside.
The attendance for this match.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he's managed to get free. Has a goal! It goes to show he is human after all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Palmer. He's going to be disappointed with that. Musiala. Rice. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta! Costa Curta. Perez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Musiala. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Del Piero goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Torres. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substitution.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. And he was quick to react. So what can they make of this? And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends.
Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
And that was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And smartly reclaimed. He's had a shot! And he's done it! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
A 1-0 lead established. Has a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Costa Curta, and he's had a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And that's not going to trouble anybody. It's a throw-in. Costa Curta. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mohamed Salah looking to get on the end of this. Messi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he's whipped it across. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Salah. He is just caressing the ball. Here it comes. And reclaimed it in a trice. It's Perez! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. Otto. Costa Curta. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
And a quick announcement now.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Oh, this looks sharp. Portugal have it back and can go again. Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
So their fourth quarter of the game. And they've got rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a shade optimistic. Portugal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Otto. Pedri delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show...
Vinicius Junior! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Rice. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Perez.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now there's a fine ball. And he's straight offside.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Messi.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Pedri.
Ano? Idi daw kay Idi. Oh. Idi mo pa Idi.
He's quick to get it clear again.
Ini apa ini? Ini Google dah kena notify. Google lah kena notify kan. Yang ni dia dah rasa dah ada dia.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 2.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 11. Del Piero. Number 10. Messi. Number 18.
There's the shot! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely aimed pass. Beckenbauer charging forward, the ball at his feet.
There will be 5 minutes.
And it's Maradona. 5 minutes to add. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Odo. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, great ball! He's got the shot away! And with that, the final whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day.
Kek mana? Kita betul-betul gini, betul-betul cium.